Right, so I just tried recording this video and it was 10 minutes long and it went on far too much. It started out by saying that I was having a weird day and I wasn't really sure of what I'd done this year, and then I slowly realised that I've actually done quite a lot this year. To recap, I started the year at a very low point. I was really struggling with my job because I was giving way too much to it and not getting much out of it. And so I decided to do something about that. I handed my notice in, and on the 22nd of February, I left and to go freelance. It didn't quite go the way it usually goes for most people, because I left on the Friday and instantly had work on the Monday. And that was because I sort of worked myself into a point where I was kind of irreplaceable at the old company, and then had new clients who wanted to work with me. So I was straight back working at my old company, but on my terms, and I was doing work for other clients. As soon as I started, I filmed a big video campaign for this brand startup with these like really successful models, which was ridiculous. And then it just sort of rolled on from there, and it was going really well. And then I had 2 weeks, about maybe 2 or 3 months in, where I didn't work, and I thought it was scary, and it was, because I was like, what if I don't get any work? Maybe I should just go find another studio. And that was in 2 weeks. But then the work started rolling back in. I found a client in a big supermarket for their clothing, and I've been doing their photo shoots ever since, which is amazing for me, and they really like my work, which is obviously that's great for me. I worked on a big campaign in the summer, at the end of the summer, as a head assistant for a photographer I really like, and she said very kindly that I was the best assistant he'd ever had, and promised me that he will try and get me some assisting work whenever he can, which really touched me. I did a lot of work. I did a ridiculous 14 days straight of work, where I was assisting and shooting, and it was wild. And I did like 12-hour days, and it was very exhausting at the end, and it was tiring, but it was so rewarding. And for the first time in my life, working a lot didn't come with a lot of stress. It just came with that, satisfaction. And freelance has been great. This year I've been so healthy and mentally stable, and looking back on it, I've accomplished a lot. I got published in a magazine this year, and it was a Person I Know's magazine, but still, like, it's an official publication, and that's amazing. It's on my desk back here. It was amazing. It's been a great year, but freelance is weird because sometimes you have periods like I'm in right now, where it's been 2 months and I've not worked a lot, like enough to have some money coming in, but not a lot. Because at one point, in like a 7-month span, I then earned more than I had in any other year of my life, and then it just sort of fell off the map. And luckily I've saved money and I'm prepared for this. But the last 2 months, I've not worked much, and it's been scary. It's been really scary, and I've been anxious about it. I've been stressed, and thankfully I have 2 absolutely wonderful parents who encouraged me to go freelance in the first place, who said, don't worry about it, listen, we'll support you no matter what, just make sure that you stay motivated. And so that's not a great part about freelance. And the other not great part about freelancers is that I have not done any creative work for myself this year. I've not really test shot or planned anything, because I've been so concerned about earning money and being successful, and not wanting to have failed at the whole freelance thing, which is ridiculous now that I say it out loud. But I've not created any work for myself this year, which I really hope to do next year. I really want to. I want to get creative again. Thankfully, in a lot of this time where I've not been working, I have been doing a lot of productive stuff. Like, I've been learning some life skills. I built this whole office, if you saw the photos. I've been learning to tile the past couple of days. I've been learning a lot, which has been good. and it's kept me busy and it's kept me productive and it's kept my mind going without focusing on photography, which I think I needed for a while. I still don't feel completely motivated and I'm still sort of suffering from the burnout from my last job, but I'm getting a lot better and like I said, I'm a lot more mentally healthy. And yeah, I don't want this rant to go on too long, but I've accomplished a lot. You know, at the end of college, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. I didn't know I liked photography that much. Wasn't really particularly good at anything. I'm not that smart. I just sort of got this apprenticeship at this photography studio, and then it sort of clicked that like, yeah, this is what I want to do forever, and hopefully I can do this forever. I really hope to, and I suppose, especially in the last 5 years, I've accomplished so much. I sort of built myself up from nothing, and that may be hard to look at considering I am very privileged, and I do recognise that, but that privilege does in no way translate into a creative field because there's sort of no amount of money that can buy that. I'm rambling on again. I just want to say thank you to all of my friends who have been so fucking incredibly supportive of me this year and have helped me so much. I don't know what I'd do without you. To all of the people out there who inspire me, all of the photographers, I adore you all. You are all absolutely fucking incredible. If I follow you on Twitter and I like your photos, then just know that you're fantastic. To my family, they've helped me out so much. Again, my mum, I don't know where I'd be without her. And to my stepdad as well. It's been a good year. It's been a good decade. Had some really bad lows, but I think overall, considering where I am now, it's been a success. And I think now, approaching the 2020s, I will hopefully be in a position to elevate that a little bit more. I'm going to try and stop setting so many unrealistic standards for myself. Maybe try and work to something that's a little bit more realistic, but yeah, hopefully more work coming soon, more creative work, hopefully more happy tweets. They're just thank you, I guess.